What's up, everybody? It's JeMs with another Insurgency guide. This time I'm going to be talking about making decisions in-game. So obviously the first decision you make every round is things like, what gun am I going to use? Am I going to take a nade? What lane am I going to push? Am I going to play aggressive or passive early on? Am I going to rush, or am I just going to hold? Things like that. And a lot of players, I think, they kind of stop there and they don't really think much about their decision-making process after the early game. And the early game is really only like the first 30 seconds of the game, and after that you're going to start hearing your teammates getting kills or your teammates going down, or you'll hear call-outs of spotted players, and all of these things are going to affect what you do for the rest of the round, and you should be making decisions every time you get a new piece of information. And information is a key part of this concept of decision making. You want to you're going to be getting various amounts of information depending on, are you playing just in a public server? Are you playing in a pug with random players? Or are you playing like a scrim or a match with your actual team? And you're probably going to be getting better information, if you're playing with people that you're used to playing with. And also, you kind of just have things that you already know. If you play with the same people regularly, that you don't really need to be telling each other, because you might already have spots that you play. The other main factor for making decisions in Insurgency is just knowing objective control and how objectives work in firefight mode. And I'm not really going to cover this right now. And actually, if you look at the link over here, I'm going to link Infiende made a really thorough guide on how he thinks about objectives in firefight, and when to cap, when to bait points, things like that. Definitely watch that video. There's another concept you may have heard of called full speed or no speed, which basically means when you make a decision, you kind of just want to commit or don't do anything at all, or fall back even. But you don't want to like really slowly, like peruse your way through a lane, or in most cases it's better to just act, instantly. To react to something really quickly is a lot better than to think about it, and you might get the right answer, but it might take you 5 seconds to come up with it. But if you have a decent answer to what you should be doing like instantly, it's probably gonna be better, because if you give the opponent a chance to move or reposition and get into a stronger position, your window of opportunity is then closed. So yeah, full speed or no speed, or retreat.
Crossing now.
He's pushing toxic.
You can always retreat. You have to be aware all the time of what parts of the map are safe. And the farther into the round it gets, the more complex that gets. If one of your teammates dies, say tires on district, then you have to know that your entire street and your flank is open to them pushing through tires out onto your street. If you're on the security side, of course. Also, another huge mistake that a lot of players make is they decide to play passive in a round, which is totally fine. Actually, passive play is heavily rewarded if you do it well. You can really, get a lot of map control just by really just watching a spot. But you have to know that if your teammates start dying, and one of your teammates calls it they're down, and then the second player, and then your B player goes down, and it's just like a 2v5 or 2v4. At this point, if you're still just sitting there watching Garage, that's a big mistake. You kind of the more your team gets down, the more out of the round that you're getting, the more risk you're gonna have to eventually push for to maybe get your team back in the round. Because if you just sit there and do nothing, like, there's no chance of you getting in the round. So the earlier you can recognize that your team is down and is probably going to lose the round, like the sooner you can go push something, or go get it on objective, or cop out and go to the red point on the map. The red point would be A or C, depending on which one the opponent controls at the start of the round.
1A lower. I'm dead.
1 on A.
Is that the last guy, or is there two up?
I killed two or three. I killed three.
Well, either way, you got a fucking block.
Caesar's careful, don't.
All of these decisions and actions that you're going to be doing because of things going on in the game are known as rotations. So as you're working to get better at the game, just constantly be mindful and think about all the little things going on in the game, all the information you're getting from your teammates, all the sounds you're hearing of guns going off, anything that you can use to make your decisions better, and just try to make decisions more often. And sometimes the decision will be to stay put, and that's okay. And just try different things, and you'll see what works and what doesn't. A lot of times your decisions are going to be wrong, but that's the only way you're going to learn. It's okay to make a bad decision. It's okay to do the wrong thing. It's okay to make a bad play or a big mistake. That's the only way you get better. The thing is, you just need to make sure you remember what works, what didn't work. Remember the timings of when you see people at different spots on the map. All this and just your experience is going to culminate into you being a really, really good player.
Somewhere in the house, I think.
There we go.
Also, one quick announcement. There's a Discord we're starting. It's called the Insurgency Gym. Definitely check out the link below in the description and join the Discord. You can join it just in your web browser. If you already have Discord installed on your computer, you can open it up there too. It's going to be a voice and text chat hub, place to hang out for you to meet other Insurgency players, for you to play pickup games, and to learn more about the game and get better. It's gonna be really chill, really fun. It's gonna be competitive, but at the same time, we're like super welcome to brand new players. If you're brand new to the game and you just want to get better, this is the place to be. So definitely check out the Discord. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks again for watching.